Hey guys, it's Britt and welcome back to my channel. Before we jump into today's recipe video, I'm doing a giveaway. So we recently reached 25,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been supportive and part of our community. I make whole food plant-based recipes that are easy and simple, and so as a thank you, I wanted to give one of you guys a free 3-quart Instant Pot. We just bought this model here, which is the one I'm going to be shipping, the winner. For our camper. So if you guys didn't see, we have a really tiny camper. I'll link the video above for our tour of our camper, but this is going to be pretty much my best friend this summer. So we're going to do lots of recipe videos in the 3-quart, and I'm really excited to use it. We have an 8-quart back there that I love, and so I just wanted something smaller for traveling. So if you guys are subscribed, you can definitely enter the giveaway. I'll have all of the directions at the end of this video and linked down below. But this is open worldwide, and I just want to say a big thank you for being a subscriber. We're going to jump into the recipe. I'm going to clear this out of the way. And this was also a highly requested video. We make this recipe every other week. You can tweak it so many different ways, and so I'm really excited to share it with you. So let me go clear this off, and I'll see you guys back in a second. We're going to be making our lentil loaf today, and this recipe is so simple and easy. You kind of mix everything together, shove it in a loaf pan, and bake it, and you have this beautiful lentil loaf. And there's a couple of things you do ahead of time. You need to make sure that your grains are cooked, your green lentils are cooked, and that you've sauteed your red onion and garlic and your mushrooms. I'll go over all of that when we get to it. Again, all of the measurements are linked on our website down below. So you can check out that link, go to our website, you can print it out, have it saved, and this is just going to be a super quick video. So I have a silicone loaf pan here. I have this linked on our Amazon shop, which is also linked down below. If you use a regular loaf pan, you want to line it with parchment paper because we don't use any oils when we cook. I really like this particular loaf pan. We use it all the time. And so we're going to get started. So you need a large bowl. I preheat my oven to 350 degrees. I have 2 cups of green lentils cooked. You can use any lentil that will hold its shape. So red lentils would not be a good idea for this, but green or brown or even golden would work for this. So I have 2 cups cooked green lentils. They go into a large bowl. You can make this ahead of time. Usually we always have some lentils cooked up in our fridge that I like to add to salads or other things, so it's really awesome. I have 1 cup of rolled oats. These are just regular rolled oats. You don't have to do anything to them, just dump them in. I have 1 cup of a whole grain. Now you can use any kind of whole grain for this. You can use brown rice, quinoa, we're using millet today. You can use farro. It works with any kind of whole grain. So we have millet, which works out really nice, but we always switch up. Usually it's whatever I have cooked that I add. I have 1 8-ounce package of mushrooms. You can use any type of mushroom that you like for this. These are baby Bella mushrooms, and I just sauteed them in a little bit of water and cooked them until they were done. Super easy. You could also saute them in vegetable broth if you'd like. I have 1 small red onion that I've diced, and I have 2 garlic that I minced, and I also cook that in some water as well. If you don't have red onion, you can also use a white onion. This is going to add a lot of flavor, and I just sauteed until it's translucent. Very easy. I'm going to give that a nice little stir. Now this will make 2 smaller loaves or 1 packed loaf. You can decide if you want to do 1 big one or 2 small ones. This also freezes great after you've cooked it, so you can make 1 and eat it for dinner throughout the week, and then you can freeze 1. We like to do that often here. So I've given that a nice stir. I have 3/4 cups of shredded carrot. half a cup of chopped celery. And this is really, use your favorite vegetables that you like here. I find that these go really nice together. And same with the mushrooms. If you're not a mushroom fan, you don't have to add it, but it kind of hides it, which is nice. I don't mind. I don't mind sneaking in some mushrooms. All right. Then I have 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. I have 2 teaspoons of white miso. That's optional as well. Kind of gives it the saltiness without the negative health benefits or negative benefits from it, from the sodium. So I really like using white miso when we cook. I also have 2 tablespoons of an Italian seasoning. And then I have 1/4 cup of vegetable stock. Now this is going to help really pull everything together. And that's it. It's super easy. You can change up the seasonings for this, change up the whole grain, change up the vegetables. It's really forgiving. So this is a great recipe if you're just starting out, trying to play around with recipes and kind of tweak things to your liking. This one is very, very customized. You don't have to follow this recipe to a T for it to work out. I would say the main thing is that sticking with the amounts for the green lentils, the oats, and the whole grains. That's a really great base, and then you can kind of build off of that. But we use all sorts of kinds of grains for this. Like I said, last time we did it with farro. We've done it with brown rice before, quinoa. It works well with all. All right, so just get that a nice mix. You can even get your hands involved here. Sometimes that mixes it well. So go ahead and grab your loaf pan. Like I said, this will make one really, really stuffed one or 2 smaller ones. I like to generally do half and half. So I have another loaf pan I'll have to get out, but I like to put half of this mixture and I fill it until it's almost full at the top. I'd say just split it down the side for the amount. So that'll be saved for the next one. And then I just kind of pack it with my spoon. So you just kind of want to make it all packed in together. Mush everything kind of down so it stays. And then you're ready to go. This is such an easy recipe. You guys asked for it in my What I Eat in a Day video. So I'll also link that above if you're interested in a whole day of what I eat. It was a great day of eating that I filmed. So we made lentil loaf at that day, and like I said, it's a highly requested meal at our house, and literally it's so easy to put together that I'm very happy whenever it's lentil loaf day. Another thing too is that you can pick a different glaze for this. So we're going to bake it for 20 minutes. We're going to take it out, and then you can put a glaze on top. This is great to glaze it with. You can do barbecue sauce, you can do teriyaki sauce, you can have ketchup. You can leave it with nothing. I'm going to tell you guys when we pull it out kind of another tweak we do to make this recipe interesting. Sometimes I'll make one a lentil loaf and then I kind of do a special something with the other one. So you can kind of switch it up to whatever you're in the mood for, but it's all set. So I'm going to add maybe a little bit more. Once you pack it down, I may actually just make one big one. It really does kind of make room. So you can kind of fit a lot in here when you're packing it, but just kind of push it around when it gets where you like it. All right, this looks pretty good. I still have another one, enough for another one. All right, so this is going to go into the oven for 20 minutes. I'm going to pull it. In the meantime, I'm going to make my glaze. You guys can use any recipe, like I said, for the glaze. If you guys want our barbecue recipe, leave me a comment down below and I'll make a separate video on it. But it works great with so many different things. Sometimes I don't even put anything on top of it, and it's such a hit around our house. So I'm going to go pop this into the oven. The rest of it, I'm going to find my other loaf pan and put it in that, and we'll be all set. So I'll see you guys back in 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you want to pull your lentil loaf out, and there's a couple things you can do for it. If you're not going to put anything on top of it, you could bake it for around, I would say, 30 to 35 minutes straight through. What we really like to do with this recipe when we're not having it as lentil loaf is I like to cook it straight with nothing on it, and then I like to let it cool, and I like to crumble it into pasta and put a red sauce on top, and it kind of gives it like a bolognese style, and it's really, really good that way. So sometimes I will make my second one just for that. That's probably what I'm going to do with the extra I had left over, is I'm just going to make another little loaf, and we'll break it up and put it in some pasta. I like to do like a whole wheat pasta with a red sauce, and this crumbled up on top of it or mixed all together is really good. That's generally really nice, like Friday night dinner I like to do, and it's really simple. If you're going to have it as a loaf, 20 minutes, pull it out, get whatever sauce you're going to glaze it with. Go ahead and dump your sauce on top. All right, this is going to go back into the oven for only 10 more minutes. You just want everything to be nice and browned. We really just want everything to hold together. That's kind of the trick for making a loaf when we go to cut it too. Then I'm going to pull it after 10 more minutes. I'm going to let it kind of cool down. And if you're going to slice into it and you don't want it to fall apart, really doing this the day before and keeping it in the refrigerator, and then you can kind of slice it and reheat it, is really nice to hold its shape. It kind of will crumble a little bit. I find that if you let it cool, it generally holds its shape a little bit better than if you take it directly out and cut into it. Sometimes we get a little impatient and just want it now, so some of it falls apart. That's okay. We just care about how it tastes. But if you're going to slice it kind of like the traditional meatloaf, I would definitely let it cool before slicing. And if you can do it the day before, letting it sit in the refrigerator, it kind of really firms up. So just a little tip. So I have this all glazed now, and I will post a picture because it's going to be very hot if I pick it up, but just a nice thin layer, put it back in the oven, pull it after 10 minutes, and you're ready to go. And this is going to smell so amazing in your house. My husband's definitely going to be really happy I made the lentil loaf tonight for dinner, and it'll become a family favorite. And very easy for the cook in your house or the chef, because, again, throwing this together takes no time, and you really get like 2 meals out of this, which who doesn't like? So I'm going to go put this in for 10 more minutes. I'll see you guys when it's all done. It's going to be really, really beautiful when it comes out. 10 minutes later, your whole house smells amazing. So this is going to kind of cool down completely before I remove it. I'll post some pictures on the screen now of the finished product. If you dive straight into it right when it comes out of the oven, it might crumble a little bit, but it'll still taste amazing. And for that second loaf, we're going to make a whole wheat pasta, crumble it up, put some red sauce on top, and there is a second meal that tastes completely different. So we just love this recipe. Like I said, we make it pretty much every other week. It's great with, mashed potatoes. You can do gravy. So many different ways you can kind of switch this up. We like to have it, even if you crumble it up and put it into a salad, it's really nice. So many different ways you can kind of tweak this. You're getting in the lentils and the oats and all the vegetables. So I really love this recipe. All of the measurements and how to do it will be in our blog post, which is linked down below. Underneath the blog post is how you enter our giveaway. So one winner will win a 3-quart Instant Pot. This is opened up worldwide. All you have to do is follow the directions, which again is linked underneath our blog post in our description box below. Fill out the Google form. Make sure you do a valid email address, first and last name, and then you have to kind of prove that you are a subscriber on YouTube. So it's really easy. You can just take a screenshot showing our name and that you're subscribed, and that's kind of your ticket into getting in. I'll pick one random winner. You'll have a week to enter, and then you'll have 24 hours once I've emailed the winner to get back to me for giving me your address and getting this guy shipped off to you. So I hope you guys will enter. Again, that's all down in the description box down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. Let us know what glaze that you like to use on your lentil loaf. And I will see you guys very soon for the next recipe video. But This is a family favorite. Make sure you enter to win your Instant Pot. Even if you already have one, enter it anyway and you can give it to a friend. I am going to be making a ton more Instant Pot recipes, and we have a bunch already on our channel. So I hope you guys will enter, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.